Wingers, or for the boomer, some call wide midfielders, are the position that attracted multiple football fans due to their flair, flamboyant and game-winning attribute. Both former GOAT conversation duo and the endless conversation on who is the best, Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, both started their career as the wingers. Both have very different career paths moving forward. However, ever since a new ways of football philosophy, combining with tactics, particularly after the COVID period, wingers have seen their playstyle drastically change from a creative role to a now revert dull role, whereby a statement arises on them, the ball returning wingers, whom instead, like their previous wingers, where their roles was receive the ball and just heads up take on the opponent's fullback with all kinds of tricks, to now their focus was more on keeping possession and did not really express themselves much. This caused the question, have the wingers become too dull or quote no longer fun to watch anymore? So in this video, we'll have a look on the progression of the wingers from their rising popularity of the 90s to now dropping in recognition of their importance, but also see a slight resurgence. In case you didn't know, what is up ladies and gentlemen, I'm Marvin, codename CM. Welcome to the Code United channel once again. If you, in any shape or form, stumble into this channel and somehow, someway, like this kind of content, do please like, share and subscribe to this channel, as each of your precious subscription will be a massive motivation for me to upload new content. And don't forget to ring your notification bell for every new upload. With that said, let's get straight into the video. Let's start off with what does a winger do in a football pitch. Winger plays a crucial role in the football as the attacking midfielder positioned wide on either flanks of the field. With their exceptional speed and dribbling skills, in much earlier days, they were adept at delivering accurate cutbacks and crosses. These precise deliveries create scoring opportunities for strikers to capitalize on. By providing support from the wings, wingers actively contribute to the team's offensive efforts. The role of the wingers in the football revolves around supporting the attack. Their position on the wide areas of the pitch enable them to stretch opponents' defense, creating a more space for their teammates to exploit. Wingers also often act as a dynamic outlets, consistently looking for opportunity to receive the ball and drive forward with their pace. This strategic positioning and ability to support the attack making wingers indispensable asset for any team. In the 90s to the mid-2000s football, due to the team majority favours in the 4-4-2 rigid but balanced formation, both wingers or wide midfielders responsible to place close to the sideline and function as the playmaker by delivering crosses to their dual striker target in the box after taking on their opponent fullbacks. During that time, wingers had already shown to be a flair trickster with the intention to beat their man 1v1, but their purpose was to act as a supporting outlet. Hence, during that time, born several named wingers like Fergie Flandings, like Ryan Giggs and David Beckham, both who were more wide midfielders, but former being the more traditional winger, as Giggs favoured to take on the opponent using his speed and the shiftiness and deliver pinpoint crosses. Beckham, on the other hand, while do not possess the pace and dribble of the Wales international, he made up with a great partnership of the right back Gary Neville, whom had the stamina to run up and down on the right flank, allowed the future England icon to move to the more right half space where his bending crosses was the most dangerous. During that period, both Giggs and Beckham had easily double digit in both goal and assists, with the assists consistently more than their goals. Other than that, both Man United talisman, Ballon d'Or winner Luis Figo was also seen as the top tier traditional wingers, thrive for his creativity, especially on the right flank. At the same time, during the early 2000s, two names whom later become the pinnacle footballer adored started off their career as a traditional left wing and the right wing, provided the accurate crosses to their respective striker. But as years progressed, in the mid-2000s, there was an introduction of wide playmaker, whereby instead of a right foot right flank, there was a slow introduction of right-footed wingers started on the left. This was done by the Brazilian magician Ronaldinho. The 2005 Ballon d'Or winner joined Barcelona in the 2003 and initially played as a number 10 role, but under Frank Rijkaard management, he and Messi switched flank, played Ronaldinho on the left wing while Messi, the left footer, played on the right. Thus the term inverted winger was starting to get noticed. This involves Ronaldinho to the all-time great category, where on the left, Ronaldinho able to use his bag of tricks, technical skills and creativity while cut it into his stronger right foot to either score goals or create chance for his teammates. Ronaldinho eye-catching Samba style combining with being in the prestigious club of Barcelona, he easily brought the winger position into a much-watched entertainment. Furthermore, his YouTube video of hitting crossbar pushed his popularity even further. During that period, football also witnessed a new way of how striker become a hybrid of winger/striker. Best example, Thierry Henry, the king of Arsenal, usually starts as a lone striker for Arsenal, but instead of staying up front centrally, Henry preferred to shift to the left wing as a more of an inside forward position. His bread and butter move is receive the ball on the left half space and then attack on his right foot, finish to the bottom corner. However, this inverted winger is yet to popularize due to there were a favourite formation remain 4-4-2, or even some teams like AC Milan and Inter Milan uses a 4-4-2 diamond where animates wingers rather uses the fullbacks to add width to great success. Moving on to the 2010s, another major shift in the wingers happened due to the treble success by both Barcelona and Bayern Munich, whereby the formation had changed massively from a 4-4-2 to a fluid 4-3-3 or the more tactical balance of 4-2-3-1. In this formation, wingers had seen their position moved to a slight advanced position, resulted a term goal-scoring wingers become the meta for top teams. Barcelona dominated using Henry, Eto'o and Messi into 2009, while in the 2011 uses Messi, David Villa and Pedro. Both trios had one in common is both wingers had transformed into the inverted wingers, with the middle players would become a pivot-like character. A name false nine terms had been popularized, particularly Messi, whom under this position become a GOAT player. As for Bayern, had a slight difference with Ribery and Robben. Both also play more as an inverted wing, with Robben being the goal scoring threat and Ribery will be the creative outlet. In the middle, often with Mario Mandzukic, an effective and hardworking target man. This Bayern uses the Croatian holding ability, allowed the two speedy wingers to attack with ease. Under the new meta of inverted wingers / goal scoring wings also lead to Cristiano Ronaldo, who joined Real Madrid around that time, with Jose Mourinho. The Portuguese superstar became the deadliest left winger, banging in goals like no other along with Messi, signifying the most anticipated El Clasico between the two best players at that time. 2010's winger, instead of giving us flair and entertainment, had become more about ruthless goal scoring, with wingers now leaning towards shooting on goal, but also create a new way for inverted wingers and inside forwards. Barcelona contained MSN with Neymar, tricky winger, play on the left, Messi central as a false nine and Suarez on the right. The trio of South Americans terrorized the whole Europe, with winning another treble for Barcelona in the 15-16 season. Real Madrid have a trio on their own with BBC, Benzema, Bale and Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo still remained on the left as the most devastating attacker from the left. Bale with clutch performance on the right, and Benzema the workhorse centre forward, whom willingness to sacrifice his own playstyle to contribute to both wingers. Moving on to the late 2010 to current days. Wingers have been consistently be the goal output for many teams. Example, Liverpool trio of Sane, Salah and Firmino. Both African wingers had significant more goals compared to the false nine role of Firmino. Besides that, 2016 to 2018, a name rise in the football world of Kylian Mbappe, a speedy world-class winger from the left at a young age, helped his home country of France to reach two different World Cup finals. But instead of assignment, this period wingers seen an increase in physical demands because of their role had expanded to help defensively either through pressing or tracking back, but their playstyle had become quite lack of the inspirational to watch as teams more and more become a safety first plus ball retention, especially the Pep Guardiola Man City was being the biggest culprit in eliminating creative but focused more on ball retention. The best instance, Jack Grealish, used to be a creative flair winger in the Aston Villa but completely lose his edge when joined Man City as he was more on a retaining possession and collecting fouls. Overall, the wingers nowadays have become more and more predictable due to the fact they favor in drive in and then cut into the stronger foot and shoot. Hence, wingers were not used to be favorable to watch nowadays, as more and more wingers have become very one-dimensional in their games and would prefer to pass back even though they have a favorable 1v1 situation. Fortunately, there was a resurgence of dynamic wingers happens in the Euro 2024 thanks to Spain winning the tournament with two extremely entertaining wingers of Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal. Both highly creative and capable to be direct in their games, make the wingers be a game-breaking or the key to unlock hardened defense. In conclusion, wingers in the modern football, unlike the previous era where they have the license to express themselves, being a constant take on their opponent, hence see a huge number of highlights and kids who do step over mimicking their idols. But now, as stakes getting higher and higher, teams have instructed their wingers to be possession-oriented and less risk-taking, be a less entertainment in general. However, the revival of tricky wingers by Spain helps in showing us that using true game-breaking wingers with the risk-taking is still capable in dominating games. That's the end of the video. What do you guys think? Do you think wingers have really not been fun to watch, or there were still ways for wingers to be entertaining again? Comment down below so that we can have a discussion. Hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you all in the next one.